confusion for me.
Revisiting chapter 5 clients, right? Okay. So let's study this diagram a little bit. Well, first thing is you definitely know that these are clients, right? And they are all trying to access a database.
Right.
Okay, then there is a kind of a business logic there in between somewhere. Okay, right? That you understand. So these are different types of clients that Siebel supports.
Yeah.
That is the whole funda behind having 3 layers actually. Okay, what happens is if Siebel want tomorrow, let's say they want to have, like, let's say some company makes a new client for TV. These all these clients run on, some clients run on handhelds, some run on cell phone. Similarly, someone can make a client for TV also, right?
Right.
Right. So then Siebel does not have to change so much. Siebel does not have to change the database. They don't have to change the transformation logic layer or the business logic layer. They simply have to add one more client here. This is the whole idea behind keeping these 3 separate layers.
Okay.
When you keep these 3 separate layers, it really means if you change one of the layers, the other 2 layers don't get impacted.
Okay.
Right? Only the link between the previous layers has to be redone, but at least it will not fall down. Right?
Right.
Okay. It really simply means, your cell phone is also made the same way. Let's say, one day you miss a call. Do you think your battery will get cracked?
No.
Right? Let's say you press the wrong button. Somebody calls and you wanted to ignore the call, but you don't ignore the call. You end up taking the call. Right? Do you think it can basically disrupt the working of your cell phone tomorrow?
No.
The whole point what I'm trying to say is, my whole point is, you know, these things, it sounds so simple, but basically, like let's say, you're entering a name, and let's say the limit in your cell phone is you cannot enter a name more than 25 characters. You enter 25 characters and you press one more character. Okay, what do you think? Do you think the database should break and every cell phone should stop working right away?
No.
Right? It shouldn't happen, right? Actually, iPhone does that way. What to me is that means is their business logic layer, their GUI client, and their database layer is not working properly. That's what it really means. So point I'm trying to draw is, it does happen sometimes in certain softwares. Now, a particular company, whenever it is making a software, it has to be very disciplined about making client layer separate from the business logic layer, separate from the database layer.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what it means is, let's say you have a database layer of SQL and HAL database. It has the entire data in it. It has database. You can remove the business logic layer. You can remove the SQL. You can just put some other software on top of it, and it will run equally well. That is the whole idea of having these 3 separate layers.
Okay.
Now coming back to how many different types of clients are there. So the whole funda is this, that once one layer is changed, the other layer does not get impacted. Now this is the funda. Okay, now it doesn't mean that in the real world it does not happen. If you change one layer, everything gets affected too. That's what has happened with iPhone version 1.13. Okay, if you go to Google, you'll see that, for like, if you miss a call, it might hang. Yeah. And in my cell phone also, if you sometimes do certain simple things, like you miss a call, just press red button, it will, if you ignore a call, it will hang. It might hang, not always, but it might. Similarly, Internet Explorer, right? It hangs a lot unnecessarily sometimes.
Yeah.
That is what is happening. Something happening in the database, something not coming, and it is basically hanging. Anyway, that is a funda. That is why they have. Anyway, now why are there different types of clients? So coming back to the point, the main different types of clients are there because there are different type of devices on which, through which people might want to access the data.
Okay.
Had there been only one device, then there would have been only one client.
One client.
But there are multiple devices. Apart from these also, there are many devices which could be a good candidate for having a separate client for. Can you give me some ideas around it? One is TV. Actually, a few days back, actually 9-10 years back, when internet was newly launched, there were different applications coming. There used to be a software for TV. You could browse the internet on TV. That it used to have. There used to be a box which you attach to the TV. That box was basically a modem,
Okay.
and as well as all the processing for the internet. It also was having all the Internet Explorer kind of code in it. It was a hard coded thing. You could simply connect it. It used to come for like $100, not like a laptop, which used to be like those are laptops. Cheapest laptop used to be like for $1,500 or something. So it used not to be a laptop or a desktop. It's a simple box which of the size of approximately a laptop, current laptop today. You could connect it to the TV and you could browse on that. It used to come with a keyboard. Yes, it used to come with a mouse also. But it was only good for going to the internet. You could not run anything. Siebel could, not is or not can. It could make a client for that also, that machine also, that separate different device, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't Siebel do? Because that device did not become popular, so Siebel didn't go for it. Okay, so my point to you is Siebel has identified these separate devices for which Siebel thought, okay, we'll support this. So they came out with different clients. Okay, so there are, on the basis of just device, there are three main things. Two are through computer.
Okay.
Two are through small computers like laptops and handhelds. One is through cell phone. There is a okay. So on the basis of device only. Then there are some differences on the basis of the local database, the access mechanism, offline versus online. Okay. So we'll analyze each of these, and that's why these are different clients. Now, what is your confusion right here?